Okay, what's up, everybody? So excited that you're going to watch this either live right now or you're going to watch it over the next couple days. The reason I'm putting this on, and I've got Israel here out of Arizona to be here as well, is we have an in-person event coming up near you in Mesa. So we're going to break down the details. Also, we're going to train you a little bit here in the next 15 to 20 minutes. So if you're watching this live or you go back and watch the replay, take notes. The whole goal is to help you learn how to go make $100,000 in 90 days. I've trained multiple realtors on this, on the brokerage side as well as on the coaching side. So if this is new to you, you can totally do this. It's just a lot of aggressive and personal work. And so we're going to break that all down today. So if you're watching on YouTube, drop comments, let us know where you're from. If you're watching this on Instagram, then hop on and let us know where you're from. We're super excited to have you guys here today. So let's pull this up. Let's jump right into this so that way you know kind of what the scoop is for today. So we've got a big event coming up next Tuesday in Mesa, and a realtor that I work with, good friend of mine, a leader that's going to grow really fast in this industry. Israel's going to be there to talk about his experience and how he's been able to design his business to go make $100,000 in 90 days. So let me bring him on, and then we're going to go through the details of the event, and then we'll break down some of the training that we're going to present as well. So Israel, I'm going to have you come on in. What's up, dude?
How much are you, Jeremy?
Look at that flag. And is that a dollar bill behind you?
Actually, $2 bill.
Let's go.
Yep.
Okay. Well, welcome, brother. Give us a little bit, just what market you're in, just a little bit about you, and then let's jump into the event details for everybody.
Yeah, I'm in Arizona, so the Phoenix area will be, but I'm in the East Valley. So for all the people here in Arizona, I work the Tempe, Chandler, Queen Creek, Gilbert area. I do business on the west side, Scottsdale, and all that. But yeah, I'm mainly in the Phoenix metro area. Southeast probably would be the location, but yeah.
Love it. Okay, and you've had your license for about 10 years?
Yeah, I got my license about 10 years ago. I did it because I was big into investing and all that. So I was working with realtors at the time. And then I figured I'd just get my license to, find my own deals, pull my own comps. So I wasn't that, and I am in, but it's now in the last 4 or 5 years, I'm trying to move and grow my retail business. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. And we've been working together for about 4 months now. So just give us a little bit about your experience so far, and then let's jump into the event details.
Yeah, experience been great. I tell people this all the time. I wish, like somebody's watching this right now, they're probably thinking it's all set up and all that. You don't believe what you see on YouTube sometimes. But yeah, I mean, like I follow you for a while, maybe for like a year or so, and watch your videos. I actually implemented a lot of stuff you were teaching at the time, with door knocking and all that stuff. I kind of train other agents a little bit on what you were training. And then one day I was like, dude, I just got to call you or text you because you said that in every video, right? Send me a text, and I think you mentioned Argentina. So I'm from Argentina. So I'm like, well, maybe we'll start with that. So I text you that and yeah. And I tell people when they call me to verify who you are, I was like, what you see Jeremy on YouTube is what you get in person. So I'm not like, yeah, it's pretty crazy. And yeah, regretting not calling you sooner, but it is what it is. So.
Yeah, God's got ultimate timing on stuff, right?
Yeah.
You and I've talked about that before, where it happened exactly when it needed to happen. And so if you guys are watching this, I mean, you know that you can reach out to me on Instagram. I'll always voice text you. You can call me, text me. I do free consultations all the time. And what's really cool is because Israel made that decision, now fast forward for 4 months, the production he's done is about 100K in GCI. And so the reason I wanted Israel to come on here, the reason we're doing an event to highlight him in his market is so that all of you that are near Mesa, Arizona, you can come and learn from him. There should be no secrets kept in this industry. Like, let's all win. There's lots of similar patterns that Israel's implementing that I've taught to other realtors that I implemented myself that you can as well. If you're with a brokerage that's saying, hey, go do 1 or 2 year deals this year, or it's time to kind of wrap up and prep for the next year. No, it's not. It's time to put your foot on the gas. And so reach out, call me. I literally have 3 to 4 hours every afternoon. So all of you that are watching, you can call me, and for free, I will help you. I'm not going to try to recruit you. I'm not trying to put you in a coaching. I just will help you for free. And that's essentially what we're going to do at this seminar. So if you're anywhere near this area, hop onto Israel's Instagram and mine as well. You'll see this post. and go and comment Mesa on there, and we'll shoot you the link. It's a 2-hour in-person seminar where we're going to talk about Israel's experience. I'm going to train on 5 different principles that we'll break down one of them today so that you can go make $100,000 in the next 90 days. As simple as that. Free training, no fluff, aggressive right in front of you to take a ton of notes. And then we're going to go out and knock together for an hour and a half. And Israel, hopefully it's not 145 degrees in Arizona.
No. Yeah, weather's cooling down just for you.
Perfect. If you can start praying, that would be great for us to get good weather. But guys, come learn. And then also, like, we're going to go knock together. I'm telling you, there's nobody nationwide that's coaching that will say, yes, let me come to your market and let me prospect with you in homes that you're going to sell and give you all the leads so that you can learn how to do this. So Israel, the reason I wanted to highlight you and just everybody watching is Israel has what a perfect pipeline looks like. It's fluid. And I don't care how many deals you have coming in, how many deals you have coming out, it's fluid. And that's what we're chasing. So Israel frequently over the past 2 months has deals closed. He's got deals under contract. He's got listings and he's got coming listings. And so it's this fluidity that we're chasing. And so if you're in your market and you don't have this many or one in each category, then you're stuck. And it's usually either training or you just don't want it as bad as you think you want it. Right. So Israel, talk to us just a little bit about this. And then guys, we're going to jump into part of the training that we'll go through in the seminar. So what's changed recently that's allowed your business to have this fluid movement?
I think the main thing is having somebody like you and me. We sat down, you went over my goals, and then I know that I procrastinate a lot, and that's one thing that I brought up to you, and I brought up these 2 other coaches in the past too, but they kind of didn't understand that, right? Like I'm always trying to take the easy way out. So I think one thing that for sure is kind of the constant communication between you and me, you between the team too, like you put the text out, this is what we're doing, this is what you need to be doing, the weekly planning, the reporting that we need to do weekly for our team meetings and all that stuff. But I think, and I said this before in different meetings, but like a year or so ago, 2 years ago, if I had this type of business in the pipeline, I'd probably be chilling for a while. Like, I wouldn't say I wouldn't be working, but I wouldn't say that I'll be chasing, right? But right now it's kind of like, well, we got 2 under contract, we sold 2. I got to go get 2 more, right? Because that way we can keep that steady line. So going up and down all the time, we just keep it fluently, and hopefully you're going up and up and up and up to where you can, then eventually do whatever you want, like more referral business or whatever it is. But in the beginning, just it takes work. So, and it takes somebody to keep you accountable, and that's what helped me in the past. I mean, now, so yeah.
Yeah, no, I love that. And you have to look at, if you're watching this, you have to look at real estate as a sports team. Like you need that support system to say, hey, keep going. Oh, you're at 2, go get another one. And here's a reminder, because sometimes like the standard for the real estate industry is so low. It's like, oh, you got a contract, under contract, great, high five. Are you going to Hawaii? Like, where are you going on vacation? It's like, no. We've got a way bigger goal. Like Israel, you have a massive goal in January to get on stage to be one of the top 1% in real estate door knocking. And so you're chasing that. You also have leadership goals that we're chasing. Like congrats. What do you want? Like a cookie? Like you got 2 under contract, go get 2 more. And you need that, right? Sorry. And
that's so true though, because I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm straight as you can meet somebody is. I mean, like I'm a straightforward straight shooter. It kind of bugged me the first time, right? Like I sent you, I think it was like a month or so ago, we got 4 under contract over the weekend, and I think Friday, Saturday, and then a couple more on Monday. And I sent it to you. I'm like, oh, good job. Go get some more. I'm like, what? I'm like, I was like, where's the confetti cannons and all that stuff? They're like, great. Okay, go get 2 more. I'm like, I'm not going to lie, it kind of bugged me a little bit. And I even told my wife, I'm like, holy moly, I mean, this guy's kind of like a machine. But if you were not that way, then I wouldn't be where I am right now, right? So and I was out of shape. So if you go back to the sport analogy, right? Like, I play sport in the past, and I hike a mountain bike right now. So like when you get off this, of the treadmill, let's say, and you're not in shape, I mean, you feel it. And that's what happened with me. I was out of shape and I needed to tune up. So, yeah.
Yep. Love it. Right. And it's just 90 days, right? Like if you're watching this, you can it doesn't matter if you have your license for 10 years, for 6 months, 2 years, you can totally do a 180 in literally 90 days if you just apply these things, right? And that's why I'm doing these seminars all over the United States. I was just in Seattle. I was in Orlando. I've done these. I did one in Arizona. I've done them in California. We've done them in Utah. And the idea is, let's get you a no BS strategy to go completely change your business. And let's show you examples of those in your market that are doing this right now, right? So if you're a realtor anywhere near Mesa, again, go comment on the post on both our Instagrams, comment the word Mesa, and we'll get you the link so that way you guys can come. Okay. So at this seminar, there's 5 principles that we're going to train on. These are the same 5 that I train all the realtors that I've worked with over the last 2 years, all the salespeople I've worked with in the last 15 years. These are the same principles on repeat that if you can get really good at, you can get world-class at these, your business will completely take off. So we're only going to talk about the first one. If you want to come get the other 4 or 5, then you need to come to the in-person. We've had people that literally will drive or fly from across different states because we don't know where the next day is. So like, fly in, come hang out with us on Tuesday, come to dinner with us, come check out the event, and then come knock with us. Okay. The first principle is an audit. Any realtor that calls me for a free consultation or works with me like Israel or comes into the coaching platform, I'm going to put you through an audit your first 10 days. You need to be able to see where the holes are, the leaky buckets in your business, right? We don't know what to fix unless we know what to fix. If I tell you that it's prospecting, or if I tell you that it's this and it's not, just like you've had coaches in the past, Israel, it's like you just kind of won't respond to it because it's like, dude, that's not my problem, right? And so both you and me have to sit down and do an audit. There's 3 things that you have to do an audit on. So if you're watching this on whatever platform or you rewatch it, take out your notes, and there's 3 things that I want you to do an audit on. And in these in-person seminars, we do them pretty in detail. And a lot of it helped Israel like really pivot his business when we were together. Okay. The first one, it's not your business. I do not care about your real estate business first. Okay. We need to do an audit on you. We have to look at you and how are you doing? If you've had your real estate license for 6 months, great. In the last 6 months, let's do an audit, because this quote from Doug Cartwright hits home so strong. Like, you don't have a sales problem, you have a personal problem affecting your sales performance. So most of the time, the audit is just here. Like, you're not regulating your emotions enough. You're off, and you don't have the systems in place to make sure that you're okay. You are your greatest asset. So this is the first thing we have to do an audit on. So there's 3 questions I want you to answer. And then Israel, maybe give us some insight on your experience this far into working with me in regards to this, okay, and how it's changed your business. But the 3 questions are, how are you doing? What's your self-care plan? Do you have one that you can automate your self-care? So for example, you get a deep tissue massage, you go to cold plunge 3 times a week, you have a counselor, you play basketball, makes you happy, you go on walks. Like, what's your plan to make sure that you're okay? And then, are you growing? Like, are you evolving? Like, as spiritual beings, like, the purpose of this life is to grow and get better. Like, we need to evolve. Are you going to seminars? Are you reading books? Are you getting coached? Are you a better version? If you've had your license for 10 years, like Israel, are you better than when you started? And if you are, great. And why? Because we need to replicate that. So talk to us a little bit about how this audit or this perspective has helped you, Israel.
Well, this is like you said. I mean, I think it was a new concept to me. Like, nobody ever asked you about these questions. They ask you about business and all that stuff. You know what I mean? They want to take you farming, or they want to go do, expires or whatever it is. But this one hit home for me, and it's not like I was off by a lot. I have a good relationship with my wife, my family. I believe in God, so I go to church and all that stuff. But it's just everything needed to tune up, and I think that when you ask me, how am I doing? Then I'm like, well, the easy question is, I'm doing good. But then as you look deep down, I'm doing good, but I can improve, right? The one that hit home for me was number 3. Are you growing? And that was like, I haven't grown in a long time. So I think that, in the business or the personal aspect, probably. So there were things in there that I had to change a little bit, just pay a little more attention, just to my maybe, morning, night routines, things like that, to involve more of maybe my wife, my family, God in my life, things like that. Self-care. Yeah, that one too, right? Like, I need to make sure that I'm doing the things I need to have the energy that I have. Sometimes I need to have big lunches, and then like I want to take a siesta, right? So I'm like,
I wasn't going to say anything.
yeah, but and it happened to all of us, right? Because you have somebody, a friend, a business partner, somebody you want to meet, and you go for lunch, you're there for 2 hours, and then you're like, dude, like I gotta go to work, and then I'm like, where's the couch so I can go take a nap, right? But and I think we don't think about that stuff, and then that affects. So that was half of my day gone already, right? Because if I was working until 11 or noon and they go to lunch for 2 hours, now it wasn't a productive lunch. Now the rest of the day is kind of gone. So, so
Yeah.
this one, yeah, different aspect, different level, but it was an eye opening for me. So,
Yeah. So one thing I just want to share on this, and we talk about this more in person, like at these events. But if you think about your relationship, like if you're watching this and you're married, if you're thinking about you and your spouse having problems, if your tank is just overflowing, you're happy, you're taking care of yourself, you're growing, you feel like you're thriving, then if you look at that tank like a bucket of water, that water is going to naturally overflow and pour into the other relationship, right? So the other bucket in this case is your business. If you're happy and you're thriving and you're excited, you feel like you're a good husband, you're a good disciple of Christ, you're going to church, you're giving back to your community, you're a good father, then it's like your business naturally is going to be okay. But if you're operating from an empty tank, it just won't grow, right? You won't get off the couch. You won't get up and go prospect. So it's always going to start here. So do the audit first on you. The second piece, a lot of people think, okay, now we're going to talk about the business. It's not the second piece. The second piece are your values. Are you living a value-driven life? Are you building a business that you enjoy, that you actually are like pleased and you're okay with? Like I think of like the recent passing of Charlie Kirk, and you think about him and his family, and you think about his interaction with Christ and the Savior on the other side of the veil, and you think about Christ saying like um, meeting Charlie and saying, like good job, right? Like a good and faithful servant. Like you did an excellent job. You were a great father, right? Like you proclaimed my gospel. You took care of the youth. You helped them get out and vote. Like those are your values. Like what's important to you so that you feel like you're fulfilled. I think this is the number one thing that's overlooked in this industry. There's a great book on this from, I think it is Clayton M. Christensen, How Will You Measure Your Life? And a good mentor of mine, Casey Baugh, has this quote in relation to that book. But he says, the biggest driver to performance and behavior is our personal view of our identity, who we think we are. It's very hard for us to act in contrast to the identity we give ourselves. Okay, so for me, a lot of you that have watched my stuff for a while, you know that I will always have God first, then myself, then my spouse, then kids, community, and then work at the bottom. And I will gladly outwork you every day of the week. But that's dead last for me. Okay, so do an audit on these and then ask yourself, how are you doing? Rate yourself on a scale 1 to 10. So Israel, talk to us about this a little bit as we've shifted your perspective to no, spend more time with God, spend more time with yourself, spend more time as a father instead of your business.
yeah, I think, for example, I think one big push is just a clear example was the last competition we did, right? We ran that competition for 4 weeks. And in order for me to do what I did, I had to be lined up with all the things. If not, I mean, it would have been extremely hard. So yeah, I had to have more faith. I had to be, self-belief. I mean, sometimes I struggle because I have an accent, in case you guys didn't notice. So I mean, so sometimes my self image is not what it reflects to be. So I work on that quite a bit. Like I said with my spouse, I mean, she's the best thing I ever had. My wife, so my kids are the same, and community I volunteer at places where I can be of value to others, and then I go to work. But if you don't line these up, I mean, like when we're doing the competition, for example, like it took a lot of me, like 10, 12 hours, 14 hours a day. I had to sacrifice a few things, but if my family wasn't on board with me, it would have been extremely hard. I probably wouldn't be able to finish it. So
yeah, I love it. And I remember you and I were talking about that before we entered in the competition. So those that don't know, on our brokerage team at Real, we run quarterly competitions. That's what Israel's referring to. But you and I talked about like, hey, like you got to work really hard, but make sure that you're still taking care of your wife and your kids. Like that is the priority, right? Like don't lose yourself for, $1,000 prize of a staycation for your family. Okay. So anyways, if you guys are watching this or you watch the replay, so the second thing you need to do an audit on are your values. Like, are you fulfilled? That's what we're looking for. Then we finally get to the last part, which is work. Okay, so now let's do an audit on your business. And let's just see naturally, is there any flaws? So for example, Israel, you've been in the business for 10 years. So my questions for you would be, how long you been in business? How much income have you made? And then also break it down to per year. What's been your progression? Has it progressed? Has it gotten more over time? Then how many transactions? And then how many per year? And then let's identify the lead source. Where are you getting business from? Okay. Then we have to, again, manage your passion levels for the industry. Are you still enjoying the job? Like, where are you at in that regards? Which parts do you love? Which parts do you hate? Then we got to talk about your prospecting pillars. Okay. So are you door knocking? Are you working with investors? Are you calling your database? Are you chasing FISBO and expires? Like, what are you doing that has generated that business? If you're doing anything, or are you just being handed leads? And then how much time are you prospecting? And then what's your follow-up plan? If there is a follow-up plan. So now it's like literally where we strip the business apart and we figure out, oh, it's because you're not doing this, or oh, you're missing this, or oh, we need to fix this. You've got none of this running. We need to add this. Like, that's where we can get to the tangible things. And Israel, I felt like that was a big shift for you. Like when you came in, it was like, okay, we need to be very deliberate on the things that work for you in your market, and let's exploit the heck out of those. But then we have to fix the other parts of your business, right, that were causing you to not do the volume you're doing right now.
Yeah, and this is super positive, but also can be really scary sometimes, right? Because you don't want to face the truth, right? Like, so I mean, that I didn't want to, right? So when you're looking at it and you realize, well, I could have done better and all that. So you get this little guiltness within you, but the solution is, and I'm not because here with you, but it's just when you have somebody like you who has done it, who can show, hey, this is the path. Don't worry about it. Let's put it down. I'm not expecting you to do this tomorrow, right? And that's why you train, right? And that's why you're here, you're coaching us, and you're helping us to go through it. So it's not like, okay, when you look at that, some of us, it was really bad, right? So I'm like, oh, I got a lot to work, and I'm still working on a lot of things. But it's easy when you have somebody who can show you the way, who can gives you the plan, right? Like you have all these different courses that you gives us. You know what I mean? Like, so there is a solution to every single problem. So it makes it, when you're looking at it, a lot easier to, okay, we can achieve this.
Yep. Love it. Yeah. And that's totally true. It is scary to strip your business apart. If that's hard for you guys, there's a book somewhere up here. It's the David Goggins, Can't Hurt Me. Yep. He's got a principle in there about the looking in the mirror, right? Stripping off all your clothes and just looking at yourself in the mirror, being super vulnerable. If you can do that, we can find the holes. And if we can find the holes, we can fix them. So it does take a lot of courage to eliminate that fear. If you guys are watching this, go watch my new YouTube video. It talks about that and how you can eliminate that, because fear and faith can't coexist. Like, your mind can't serve God and mammon at the same time. It's got to be focused on one or the other. And so we just have to swap the two, right? And a lot of that is just, let's just strip the business from a numbers perspective. Okay, so that's the first part of the 5 that we go over. Now, think about that. If you were in person, or if you were going over this and someone had you walk through an audit, and now we know where to fix, boom, like, look at how much more momentum you'll have in your business. It's kind of like Dan Martell always says, it's driving a Ferrari with the brake on. A lot of us are like, we could be going faster, but we're not. We have a brake on. So we got to identify what that brake is, and then we have to eliminate it. So if you're anywhere near Mesa, Arizona on the 23rd, next Tuesday, we're going to have an in-person event from 9 to 11. Go back to our Instagram post and comment Mesa, and we'll get that out to you. But we're going to talk about those 5 principles that will help you do 100K in the next 90 days. We want you to go get 3 buyers under contract and 3 listings. That's the entire goal and focus, and how we build out your business plan together is going to be to help you do that by the end of the year. Put that money in your bank account. Then after, we're going to go and door knock for 90 minutes together. You guys got to watch me pitch. I'll talk about it, break it down. I'm going to watch you pitch, record you, and we're going to do it in person. It's one thing to say, hey, I'm really good at this, and then I haven't done it in a long time, versus saying, hey, like, I want to go do this in your market, and I will show you. Come and see, right? Come and follow me. And that's the whole idea behind this seminar. So Israel, thanks a ton for being here. If you guys have any questions, reach out to him on Instagram. You can shoot him a DM, and he'll hop on the call and talk to you about his experience. If you're anywhere near Mesa, come and meet Israel. He's amazing. Come meet me. Like, let's go get lunch. If you're flying in, we'd love to take you out, and then help your business like really take off. So Israel, thanks a ton, guys. We're going to wrap up. watch this replay, shoot us a DM and go comment for the details. Thanks, Israel, for being here.
Thanks, Jeremy.